Hi YouTubers, this is Rhonda Novak, and today I want to talk about something that's important to me. I don't do a lot of news watching. I don't follow the political campaign that often. Every now and then on my Facebook page I see different things that each one of our candidates have said, or sometimes I hear different things, and it's become very disturbing to me because I discern spiritually. So sometimes I can just hear a little bit of something and I understand on a different level kind of what's going on. And so that's kind of what's happened now for me, which is I've sort of picked up a spiritual atmosphere that's a bit troubling, because it is one of, excuse me, that's breeding chaos, lawlessness, hatred. It's very negative. And one of the things that I was saying, I was talking to my mom and was kind of going on about what I thought was happening from a political standpoint, and just said I thought that really one of the answers that we could do as Christians, and I wish we could just pray, just get a vigil and just pray. And she was so funny, and she says, well, let me know when you get that done. And I went, what? And so I decided that I would do something very simple. Start a website, just open a website and put a prayer out there and ask people to read the prayer. And it's a very simple prayer. It is listed on Joshua620.com, and it is just a simple prayer that asks that all of the powers of darkness be brought down to nothing. So it's not a prayer against anybody in particular. It's really a spiritual prayer. It's against spiritual darkness. And Joshua 6:20, the reason I even did that was simply because that was a place where the children of Israel were fighting, and the Lord had given them some direction about how to win the war. And it was, they had to do something in particular. And at when they finished, which was to march around the walls of Jericho 7 times, they began to shout and triumph, and the walls fell. And it is my hope that the walls of darkness that are starting to impede our country would fall. And that's why I called it Joshua 6:20. There's a really hope that the walls would fall and that we would come to be a country that has more unity. And for those of you that pray, there are people who don't pray and who probably think this video is not worth their time, and I'm fine with that. But for those of you who do pray and who believe in God and the Holy Spirit, I just ask you to go over to Joshua620.com, read the prayer vigil, and forward it, and you share it with your friends. Just ask people to read it, and maybe we can change the atmosphere, that it becomes something more positive. My prayer is that our country is uplifted, and that for those that are in leadership and that make decisions for so many of us, that they would make decisions in righteousness and not in any other form, and not negotiate or do some handshake on some negative dark thing because it makes somebody else rich or whatever have you. So it is really just to pray out the darkness. And so I just ask you, please go over to Joshua620.com, read the prayer vigil, share it. I'm going to do something on YouTube, something on Twitter and Facebook. I'm already starting to share on Facebook, but really would need and appreciate your help to help me. Or even if you have one your own self that you want to put out that would help people to think about actually praying, to encourage people to believe that we can all make a difference if we actually put a prayer in the universe, in the atmosphere, and ask that it be different. So that's all I have for today. I do thank you for listening, and let's see if maybe we can get a little more positivity going on. We can actually help people and stop joining in the argument. All right, anyway, I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day, and until next time, this is Rhonda Novak.